Hello KFCS family, welcome again. And yesterday you gave me some surprise gift, and finally KFCS family crosses the 2K mark, and we have one of the member who is a part of my video each and every day. So Rahul, how are you?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Kunal, how are you?
Fine, and finally you are here to celebrate this special occasion because it happens in rarest that a sports channel will complete the 2K. That is very rare. So, Rahul, I want to know the experience that you are. I think you are with me around 1 month. So, how
Yep.
you experienced in KFCS when you are coming and discussing all the cricket events?
Yeah, yes, it's a great experience to come here and discuss the cricketing events. Yeah, it's been great to be around for 1 month. We get to discuss all the topics in detail, go through whatever news of the day has happened. It's been great.
Yes, of course. So today I will discuss some of the uh, time when I started YouTube and how the things were changed according to me. So, any question you want to ask Rahul, then I will start. Any question?
Yeah, yeah. So, how has the journey been, Kunal, from your time of starting this channel?
Yeah, if I talk about the starting, I can say that it was all about dedication. Dedication towards cricket was always there from a childhood, and one of the special thing that I get from childhood, I can say from especially I mentioned the school name Kendriya Vidyalaya also because the opportunity that I go to come on the stage and represent each and everything. You recite a news or any poem, any skit participation. So when you are there and you express yourself in front of 500, 600 people, that will give you most confidence. And when I grow up, I think that yes, I can speak like a commentator. So finally YouTube complete my dream that yes, I can speak, I can analyze a cricket match and how I can do squad analysis. So time changes and finally I am here. So I can say that it is credit to my school also because they giving me such opportunity and now I am here expressing myself.
Yeah, so that's great to hear, Kunal. So I also believe this YouTube channel uh, discusses like fantasy picks and all that. So
Yes.
I'm assuming you must be a big fantasy player yourself.
Not big, but okay. I just started a few times ago, just for earning purpose for a few times. But yes, apart from fantasy, I am good. I you can say cricket analyst, part of cricket analyst because I analyze the player closely from the childhood. And if I talk about the YouTube contribution in my life, it was very big because every time I thought that what I can do for cricket because in my mind, uh, even I don't study for cricket. If I see the cricket match at that time, even there is examination, I prefer that first cricket is first, then study. So if you have that type of mindset, then you always think that what you want to do, cricket will be always with you. And actually, Rahul, if I tell you, cricket teaches me everything. Cricket teaches me the discipline, how you can maintain a discipline in your life. And actually, so many examples that our teachers also gave in cricket that. Uh, just stay on the crease. There will be a ball like bouncer, there will be full toss, there will be no ball, but you have to stay in the crease and just play. So these are type of examples that motivate me lot more. And I think maximum viewer who are the who likes cricket more, they will think about that also because you also heard this type of example that there will be a bouncer, you have to just stay on the crease, there will be one full toss, then you have to hit also. So cricket gives so much example also.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely agree with that analogy. In fact, since you spoke about exams, I feel exams are also very similar to cricket in this case. Like you have to do some preparation before an exam, and then sometimes like the exam question paper, that'll feel like what to say, what we call the pitch and playing conditions in cricket. Like sometimes the question paper will be very easy, that'll be like playing on a flat wicket. If a question paper is difficult, then it's like bowling, playing in bowling friendly conditions, like
Yes,
that.
yes. Especially during the board also, if you are completing the sample paper, each and every sample paper, then question is like
Yeah.
this is a flat pitch, just go and
Yeah,
hit.
yeah, exactly. Then also the variations, like sometimes if problem type question comes, for me that's like what to say, playing spin for an Indian batsman. Like how playing spin is for an Indian batsman, like that for me problem type
Yes,
question was. And if it's a theory type question for me, that would be like Indian, like Australians playing spin, like that.
yes. But yes, for YouTube also, that how I started the YouTube, I will give the big credit to Corona also, because in that time suddenly things were changing. Everyone is closing, market are closed, school closed, no job, nothing. And after BSc degree, and when I completed my bachelor's, then I think that what we can do. So suddenly I see the Star Maker, the Star Maker app, where people can sing, means try to sing. So what I do, I don't sing, I just read the all the songs. If I read the, yes,
Lyrics.
if I read the lyrics, I see so many followers are there, so I think that I don't know this, I just reading the song. If 600 people can come, then why not I can start with the cricket. So at that time, then YouTube came. I remember that day also. I started with my team analysis of IPL. First of all, the Mumbai Indians. That was COVID time, and Mumbai Indians won that time also. The IPL of 2020. So there is contribution of YouTube also, because when YouTube in previously YouTube was bit difficult, because there was some criteria that YouTube makes more difficult for them to gain subscribers. But suddenly thing changes in 2023. Finally I got something good in YouTube, that yes, you can via shorts you can gain followers, you can monetize also. So I am way off the monetize, but yes, this is a special feeling that finally I have more than 2000 people who can hear and express themselves. So Rahul, actually what I see day to day, what I try always try to make this channel very very special, in that way that not I only speak. I want that others also speak, come and come in the stage, come and discuss about each and every event. So in that case, I think I am little bit succeed. Success percentage, I think more than 50%, that maximum people come and discuss about all the events like IPL or any other. So what do you think about this, Rahul?
Mm, yeah, it's quite exciting to see. It's quite a good thing you took on. Actually, I didn't think of starting a YouTube channel during COVID times. Exactly. Of course, I started off a job by then, but maybe let's see. Maybe sometime in the future it'll take off. So
Yes, of course. And if I say the contribution, all our friends are contributed, especially Pavan. When I see the Pavan channel, so many things changes. Actually, Pavan do so many things in his channel, commentary, analysis, and after that, sometime I see that he was doing a different thing. I think he was. I don't remember third thing what he's doing in his channel. Actually, he did each and everything for cricket, for other sports also. He's giving news through shorts. So that was the time that motivates me from Pavan channel. I do some modification. So finally, we are here that other peoples can also reach here. So I think I have succeeded in some way that more people can interact and discuss with me. Yeah. So there is another example, Krishna Nair. So hello, Krishna.
Hello, Kunal.
Yeah. So Krishna, finally KFCS crossed the 2000 mark. So Krishna Nair, I think You are with me around 2, 3, 4 months. So, what was your favorite moment with KFCS?
Favorite moment with discussing with you about cricket stuffs and obviously MS Dhoni's birthday as well, and Saurav Ganguly's birthday as well. We all celebrated in this live.
Yes, of
That was my
course.
favorite moment.
Okay. So, so Krishna and I, how you actually, if suppose if there is someone like me that who knows each and everything about cricket, but he don't know how to express himself. So, how you help them?
What you said?
Means suppose someone is there. Means there is a child that who knows everything about cricket, but yes, he want to express himself. So, what you will suggest him? How he can express himself as he want to become cricketer?
Means if you want to become a cricketer,
No, no, me, not me, and I think others, other example. If any individual, yeah, of course,
just
Krishna.
stay, yeah, just stay focused on your goal path and move on. So you will succeed in that. If you focus on your cricketing this thing, so you will be more successful in future.
Yes, of course, and I think YouTube is the only platform where you can express yourself. Your mistake will be corrected because here, if you do the mistakes, you can correct them also. There is editing option also. So I think YouTube provides
Yeah, if you do
best
mistakes,
opportunity.
so followers will be also less, so none people will watch your live videos in YouTube, and none will subscribe your this thing if you don't uh, do proper videos and upload it on YouTube.
Yes. Okay, so Rahul, your experience in KFCS so as of now.
Yeah, it's been a good experience. We've had lots of interesting discussions during this time. In fact, it's hard to tell which one is the best because we've had so many very good and interesting discussions on this group. So yeah, I'll say it's been a very good experience, starting right from the World Cup qualifiers to discussing the Test matches, be it the Ashes or India versus West Indies right now, or World Test Championship final, or even talking about like the lead up to the World Cup. It's been very interesting.
Yes, especially I think very few channels have covered World Cup qualifiers. We have covered each and every match and leave all the events. If we talk about Logan Van Week Super Over or talk about elimination of West Indies, elimination of Zimbabwe. So that was very special discussion and response was also good. But yes, one question from both of you that yes, still I think there is so many things to achieve, especially the monetization. So what do you think that what should I do next so that monetization will be done as early as possible? Because I think there is still so much left for monetization. Any suggestion, Rahul? After all, this is your channel.
Mm, well, I guess although I'm not too much of an expert uh, on this, I'll just say keep going. It'll come. It'll happen one day.
Yes,
Keep going strong.
yes, of course. Okay, so Krishna and I are you always visiting on Pavan channel also, KFCS channel also. So in that comparison, to you, which channel was means better means in terms of explanation, in terms of news, in terms of regularity?
Means can't compare though. Means every channel I visit is just different. Means talking to Pavan is different, talking to you is different, so can't compare though which channel is better. You both have your own ways, you both have your own talking to some other people in your live channel, so can't compare though. Means it had a great fun with Pavan too in the live stream, but his live stream now is not means he's not doing any live streams nowadays. So his live stream is off, so your live stream is getting more followers because you're doing, if you come live, so your live will be having more followers. If you close the, if you close your live system, so none will means his followers won't be more if he's not doing any live stream nowadays. So he's busy, I know, that's why he's not doing any live stream. But both live streams I have visited, it's both are good. I've enjoyed in both of the live streams, so
Okay.
can't compare though whose live stream is better.
Yeah, thank you for your valuable comments. And so I will try more best that more things can be happen. I think like one thing in Pawan channel. One day he was organize a quiz, and that is also great for interaction. That there will be one quiz also in a week. So let's see that will happen. If I see three four more people's
Even our friend Ritam also does a live streams called Sports Bit.
yes,
He also organizes quiz as well. So
yes, yes. Yes, I am thinking about that also. When there is participation is equal, means three, four people every day will come, then I will think about that also.
Yeah. So actually, see, asking me to choose which is my favorite stream, that's a little bit tough to do. That's like asking a father to choose his favorite
Yeah,
son. To be frank, that is so. I don't have any particular favorite. I've enjoyed all the streams. In fact, I've been on your channel before. I've been on Pawan's channel before. I've even been on Bhavesh says
yes,
before during the IPL, and also I did a few podcasts with Mohammad Hasnain at times during the IPL and during the World Test Championship final as well. So all of them have given offered very good variety in my opinion as far as how the sessions is concerned. So I think it's been a good experience overall.
yes, of course. And I want to thank all the friends that come in my live and make it very entertaining and watching also. Because when I see my stream after completing this stream, when I see it, I think that I am watching a news channel. It's a bit like news channel. When you see the sports news, there is so much discussion that this will happen, this will happen. So I am feeling like a news. I don't know about you, but for me, it is like a news channel. What do you think, Rahul?
Yeah, it kind of is like a news channel. I agree with that. It definitely feels that way. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so guys, so let's come to cricket because so many things that happen in last 48 hours. So first of all, let's talk about the NC update. That the update from Rishabh Pant, I am really surprised that how this player can start their wicket keeping as well as batting. He started both wicket keeping and batting. Bumrah is started bowling in nets, and Prasidh Krishna is also there. But for Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, they are still in rehab process. They have not started their batting yet. So Rahul, what do you think this will create some confusion in World Cup? Some confusion?
Yeah, it could create some confusion. I mean, I'm very surprised to hear the news about Rishabh Pant because I thought because we're hardly hearing about him in the news, and then all of a sudden we're hearing like, oh, he's returning to keeping. It looks like he's coming to normal. People's hopes are getting raised in the case of Jasprit Bumrah as well. People think he's going to return soon, but you don't know. Really, we've not seen signs of it so far. Out of the blue, suddenly an announcement is coming. Oh, they're going to return very early
Yes.
to the team, but we don't really know yet. It's still things are still hanging in the air as far as those two things are concerned. So I want to wait and see when they are planning to do the return. In my opinion, because it has to be somewhat before the not even before World Cup. I'd say before Asia Cup. We need to see them back in the team. To be frank, because we need them to get match time before the World Cup. That is another concern because we're not playing enough ODI cricket before the World Cup. We're playing the three ODIs against West Indies. Then we have ten T20s in a row. Five against West Indies, five against Ireland. Then only then is Asia Cup, and then three ODIs against Australia. So it's not enough ODI cricket that we're playing before the World Cup, and half the time is being taken up by T20s. So that is a little bit of a concern. We're not getting enough ODI cricket before an ODI World Cup. So something wrong with that.
And I think if KL Rahul is still serious that he is not able to take a bat, and then I think there is a chance for Sanju Samson straightforward for because more than Nishan Kishan, I am with Sanju Samson for wicket keeping purpose. Batsman wicket keeper is better. I think so. Sanju Samson.
Yeah, absolutely. If KL Rahul doesn't play, then we have to take Sanju Samson. But the call has to be made fairly early, because Sanju Samson also needs time to prepare for the World Cup. You can't just suddenly bring him off the bench and tell him go play the World Cup. He needs time to
I
prepare for the
think
tournament.
most expected. I think expected is that maybe first week of September, all the teams will announce their World Cup squad, the top 15 that who will come. So, Rahul, what do you think about Shreyas Iyer? If Shreyas Iyer is not there, then we have to go to Sky. Surya Kumar Yadav. Then I don't think there is any option. Then you can't go to Ajinkya Rahane then to fill that place because Ajinkya is back to his own form in Test match.
Yes, you have to go for Surya Kumar Yadav. I think that's the only other option. And Surya Kumar Yadav has proven himself in a T20 World Cup already. Maybe he will come good in the ODI World Cup. You never know.
Yes, of course. So I think for that prospectus, I think there will be little bit headache for BCCI in terms of wicket keeping. I think Bumrah is almost confirmed. Bumrah will come definitely, and we will see Bumrah with Shami and Siraj. That will be a good attack of three fast bowling, and two spinners is also is there. And we have also fourth fast bowler, of course, Hardik Pandya. So I think bowling is well sorted as of now. So now let's come to Ashes. So Rahul, do you think that the way Labuschagne played, the record of his record is not good? If we talk about the overseas, he made a century. So do you expect this type of innings from Labuschagne in this pressure condition?
No, I didn't expect this type of innings at all. But he has come through under pressure, and now his innings has brought in Australia closer to retaining the Ashes. That's a very important thing, because actually for Australia, I feel it's very important that they retain the Ashes in this match itself. Because if England can somehow pull this match off and win and make the series 2-2 and go to the Oval, then I will feel they'll feel the pressure, because the momentum will be with England if that happens. If England wins this match and goes into the Oval at 2-2, I feel England will have the upper hand in this match, because Australia is without a proper spin bowler. They don't have Nathan Lyon. They don't have Todd Murphy. Todd Murphy, even if he plays, he's not that great a spinner who can trouble England. He's still a bit inexperienced. And the fast bowlers are also getting a little bit tired right now, because they played. Now this is their fifth Test match on the trot continuously. They also played the World Test Championship final. So there will be pressure on Australia if they have to retain the Ashes in the final Test match. It's better they retain the Ashes here itself in Manchester. Uh, but Marnus Labuschagne's innings has given Australia some hope today, because there's also rain. Rain will also come in to help Australia a little bit. And thing is, if Australia can get those 61 more runs, then pressure will start to be on England to try and get the remaining wickets and make sure Australia doesn't get away too far, because Australia doesn't even need to. If they can get even 50 runs ahead, that'll be very good for them, because they can save time in the match. Getting a bigger lead will help them save more time, because then England will need to take that much more time to chase down the target, in my mind. So the fact that Australia is just 61 behind is a very good thing, because they can avoid the innings defeat and make England bat again. And if you make England bat again, that it takes more time for England to then force the win.
Yes. Okay, so Krishna Nair, what happened to Australia suddenly? We see that Australia dominating in first two test match. So, do you think the England have done something change in the squad? That's why Australia is down, or Australia have done mistakes?
No, I feel England bowling attack has improved. Apart from Anderson, Mark Wood has been the upper hand. Means the threat to Australia, especially Wood. His raw pace is that's why done the damage yesterday with the four crucial wickets. That's why England had four wickets. But this rain is spoiling England's chances to go 2-2. If tomorrow, if England just need 60 overs to bowl them all out, and they England, we all know they will play basketball cricket. They will start attacking from ball one. So if they get 15 overs also to chase whatever Australia gives, I think England will do the chase. Whatever Australia gives, if they give more than 61 runs ahead, I know England will not stop. They will start attacking from ball one. They will not. England at least needs 15 to 20 overs to chase whatever. If Australia gives 80 runs or 70 runs also lead, I feel England will chase it in 15 overs.
Okay, so Krishna Nair, your rating for Labuschagne. We see the Labuschagne performing and scoring centuries. But how much you rate this century? Because this was very important for Australia perspective.
Yeah, because if Labuschagne would have got out early, so I feel pressure would have been on Green and March to survive the whole day. But Labuschagne innings turned the game, and it has more. He ensured that Australia goes into the draw this series. So that Labuschagne 100 changed the match, and it totally favoring now draw. If England can pull a 2-2 draw, 2-2 also Ashes, then I feel England would be pretty pleased because they were already behind in this Ashes series 2-0, and they miraculously draw like 2019 Ashes happened. England miraculously draw the series. So if England draws this series 2-2, so I feel it would benefit England, because if England won't want to lose a home series 3-1 to Australia, so I feel 2-2 draw also will be favorable to England, because they were already 2-0 behind in this Ashes series. And considering the rain saving Australia, it's England will be pretty happy if England draws the 2-2 series.
Yes. Okay, so Rahul, in Ashes, finally we see the England is quite dominating, and I am confident that might be Australia lose this also. And we are also criticizing in previous video that England is taking a best ball approach that will not good in Test cricket. But in this Test, do you think, Rahul, that their somewhat baseball approach have saved England little bit? They took a early lead, because now you see the play has been called off early. There is loss of one more sessions. So do you think that uh, innings from Crowley, innings from Ben Stokes, that saved England little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Basketball, for the most part, has been working for England. Let's not be mistaken by that. I agree with Krishna Nair's assessment that England is going to try and chase no matter what target they are given. That is for sure. But the question mark here is, will there be time for England to push for the win? And will rain mostly stay away? Those are the two big question marks. Can England try to and chase whatever target Australia sets within the time they have? That is going to be the only question mark. And to be frank, in this Test match, the only thing stopping England from winning is rain. Nothing else is stopping them from winning this Test match. In fact, England, if not for rain today, England would have been well on their way to winning the match. As a matter of fact, I feel England should have declared at lunch itself on day three, knowing that day four and day five are going to be affected by rain a lot. By lunch on day three, they had a 189 run lead already. Had they declared right then and there, they might have had Australia 7 down or 8 down by stumps. Uh, with just 1.5 sessions itself, they had Australia at 4 down. So they could have had more wickets had they declared at lunchtime. I think they made a bit of a mistake by batting past lunch. In fact, they should have declared. They should have declared at lunch because they had a big enough lead and they knew that time was going to be a factor.
Yes. Okay, so Rahul, do you think that I am talking now about the Indian team because this is a World Cup year, and I just remembering the time of 2019 where Rohit Sharma was top in a top form, 5 centuries in in a single tournament. But at that time there was so much confusion. Suddenly Vijay Shankar was number 4, and suddenly Vijay Shankar was dropped out. Rishabh Pant was a star at that time in the IPL 2018-2019. He was performing consistently for Delhi Daredevils. At that time, that was Delhi Daredevils. Present it is Delhi Capitals. So similar thing is there here is also because we see Rishabh Pant is not performing from since 1 year, and we are still confusing about the wicket keeping option also. At that time in semi-final, I think you remember Rahul that there were 4 wicket keepers were playing in the same team. There was KL Rahul also, there was MS Dhoni also, there was Rishabh Pant also, there was Dinesh Karthik also in the same batting order. So Rahul, do you think if BCCI not be able to take a correct decision, might be this thing will happen again? Might be somewhat Rishabh Pant suddenly will come into the squad suddenly if there is any injury concern, because at that time I remember there was injury concern with Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan dropped out and Rahul has to open for India. Then suddenly there was a vacant position for a wicketkeeper batsman. Then Karthik came, Rishabh Pant came. So do you think the same type of confusion can be happen in this year also after 4 years?
It is possible. I won't rule it out. But of course, Rishabh Pant is 4 years more experienced now than he was in 2019. I feel the biggest mistake of the 2019 World Cup was not including Ambati Raidu, because
Yeah,
when you have already in your squad, you have
Yuvraj Singh also. Yuvraj Singh
yeah,
also.
you have KL Rahul and Dinesh Karthik who can be backup keepers for MS Dhoni. And it's not like Dhoni was going to get injured or anything that they would have been required. Dhoni was still very fit in 2019.
Yes.
He was so replacing him as a keeper was not going to be necessary. So they should have brought in Ambati Raidu. They had two chances to do so. Let's not forget. One is when Vijay Shankar got injured. Then they could have brought in Ambati Raidu. They didn't bring him in. They brought in Rishabh Pant. At that time itself, Rishabh Pant was a poster boy, and at that time, even I did not like Pant, the fascination with Rishabh Pant, because he was just starting off as a new player, totally inexperienced. I was like, why did they suddenly bring this guy into a World Cup? He's barely played, maybe hardly 4 or 5 ODIs before that World Cup. Same thing with Vijay Shankar, and that too. This is after the team management they were giving guarantees, saying Ambati Raidu is going to be our number 4 batsman. They after so much what to say musical chairs at the number 4 spot for like 2 years. They finally finalized on Ambati Raidu playing at number 4, and then they didn't go with that. So Ambati Raidu felt disgruntled, obviously. Then the second chance came when Shikhar Dhawan got injured, and they
Yes.
brought in Mayank Agarwal. Even worse decision. Mayank Agarwal, Ambati Raidu, he was averaging in the 40s in one-day cricket. By the way, he didn't play many ODIs, but he in his short career he averaged in the 40s. Let's not forget that. But they brought in Mayank Agarwal, who didn't play a single ODI. Just imagine that. Imagine if Mayank Agarwal, who didn't play a single ODI, was opening the batting for India in the semi-final. Just imagine making such a decision. So, uh, biggest mistake of India around that World Cup was not going with Ambati Raidu in the tournament. I feel Ambati Raidu would have done well, and if they were worried about wicket keeping, Ambati Raidu has done wicket keeping as well. He can also keep wickets. It's not like he cannot. So
Yes. Yes, if KL Rahul
that's
can,
the
then why
thing.
not Ambati Raidu? Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah,
S-
absolutely.
So, Krishna and I, do you think same situation of 2019 will come again because still we are in a find of good wicket keeper?
Yeah, missing Rishabh Pant badly in the Indian team has let down our keepers of India. India still has good keepers like Sanju, uh, but still Sanju is not getting chance to play. I hope he gets chance to play in ODI and T20 series against West Indies so that he can prove himself in that series. But still, India has not got a really experienced keeper or who can keep for a long time. Means in last in WTC final, India had KS Bharat, but in this series, India having Ishan Kishan. So keepers are changing. There is not a particular wicket keeping option for India. India is lacking a wicket keeper after Pant's injury. So that's a big concern for Indian team. So finding a good keeper like MS Dhoni is also India won't get a legend MS keeper like MS Dhoni. So really, India is struggling with the good keeping option. I hope Kishan proves himself in this series. I hope Sanju comes back in the Indian team. I want to see Sanju playing in the Indian team.
Yes. But Krishna, our thing is that when we see the update and BCCI is more dependent on Rishabh Pant still, that might be he can come, and Rishabh Pant is in a good progress also. If he is started batting and wicket keeping, I am not really surprised. Maybe in a month of August or last week of August or maybe first week of September, suddenly Pant is in a good position to play. So, will you want to take any risks to play Rishabh Pant, or you want to say that don't worry, you not play in World Cup, you just focus on WTC?
If Rishabh Pant is 100% fit, then I think he should get a chance to play in the XI. If he's not 100% fit, then I feel they will go with Ishan Kishan or Sanju as a keeper in the ODI format, especially in this ODI World Cup coming up in the late October. So I want to see who does the keeping for India in ODI World Cup. Is it KL Rahul? Is it Ishan Kishan or Sanju Samson?
Okay, the same question from you, Rahul. If Rishabh Pant is giving the clearance that he is fit, he can do wicket keeping also, he can bat also. So, what will be your decision? You want to add Pant, or you want to think that no, you can just prepare for South Africa tour? We need WTC.
That's a very good question because it's going to be hard to leave Rishabh Pant out of the squad right now because he has done well in the longer formats of the game. Surprisingly, he's done well in Test cricket. He's done well in ODI cricket when the team needs him, and there isn't really a wicket keeper who has, except maybe Sanju Samson, who has uh, sealed down a spot in the Indian ODI team. And still, with the Sanju Samson, we're not sure if he will get a place in the squad. So Rishabh Pant is definitely a contender for playing the ODI World Cup should his fitness be in place. But I guess they have to kind of set a deadline for that too, and see when Rishabh Pant is going to get fit before deciding that he can play the ODI World Cup.
But according to me, what I think that it's okay. Rishabh Pant will be 80% fit, 90% fit, but I don't want to take the risk again. Actually, I will say that for World Cup we have keeper like Sanju Samson. Might be Ishan Kishan can perform. I think we don't take a risk on Rishabh Pant because Rishabh Pant is your future, maybe future vice captain or captain, can play all the three formats. So we don't want to put him in the World Cup forcefully. Even I think you don't force Bumrah also. If Bumrah is not that fit, but Bumrah is giving that examination also that he is now fit. He is bowling almost on an average 12 overs per day. So I think he will be fit, and I think there is no issue with Bumrah. But I will say that Rishabh Pant must go and just prepare for South Africa tour, because that tour is very important for Test cricket. Okay, because we don't want that Rishabh Pant will go back and suddenly we will take a new keeper because so many things will change after World Cup definitely. Do you think, Rahul?
Yeah, I think it's a fair suggestion, fair point you made. I mean, I would even make the same argument for Bumrah itself, because even if Bumrah does return, you don't know if he will be the same bowler as before, and there are other pace bowlers we have. We also have to keep in mind this is a World Cup that's happening in the subcontinent, so spinners will be more of a priority than pace bowlers. So we have one pace bowler less. Even if that pace bowler is Jasprit Bumrah, we can manage around it. We need to have a strong spin bowling attack. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Siraj, Mohammad Shami, they can do the job. We can even try playing Arshdeep Singh in the World Cup if possible. We can try bringing him in to the World Cup squad. So this pace bowling attack will be more than sufficient for a World Cup. In India, we need to focus on good spinners and kind of keeping the choke on in the middle overs with the spinners. I think that's going to be more important. We don't have Jasprit Bumrah for this World Cup. Even then, we still have a chance of lifting the trophy. In my mind.
Yes. Okay, so Krishna
As
Nair.
Rahul said, spinners. I would mention that as in 2013 Champions Trophy, Ashwin was there in the Champions Trophy, and he delivered a winning moment for MS Dhoni and Indian team. So I feel in ODI World Cup, I feel Ashwin and Jadeja should play in the ODI format. I don't think Ashwin will be selected, but I feel he should be selected in spin. He bowls carom balls and he plays mind with the opposition batsman as well. So I would not be rather shocked that Ashwin is playing in the XI. I want to see Ashwin in the XI. Then India has a great chance to win the ODI World Cup because Ashwin plays with the mind of the opposition of the batsmen. So Ashwin is a very smart thinking bowler. So in Indian conditions, he knows how to bowl well. So Ashwin will be lethal if he plays in the ODI World Cup.
Yes, and of course there is Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal also. So if you add Ashwin, then there will be more confusion. And I think one confusion will create from Ravi Bishnoi also because he is also playing in this series. So let's see, there will be confusion in spinners also. Okay, let's see
Yeah, of
what.
course, we cannot rule out Jadeja as well. Jadeja not only offers spin in the middle overs, he can. No, he's also a very handy middle order batsman. He can contribute runs with the bat as well. Let's not forget the last World Cup in England. It was Jadeja who nearly pulled off a miracle for India in the World Cup semi final when all the other batsmen failed for India. Even Dhoni, who scored a 50 in that match, he was scoring at a fairly slow pace. Uh, he wasn't really taking the game to the opposition. It was Jadeja who was really attacking and giving India hope of a miracle.
Yes, of course. Okay, so now let's talk about the West Indies, India versus West Indies Test match, second test. Krishna Nair, do you think this is a West Indies team who played the first Test match, and in this Test match, West Indies batsman is different?
No,
Or
it's not different, especially West Indies, but they are batting so slow, man. They are not scoring at a run rate of 3 or 4, man. I know India played much fast than this West Indies team. I think that Craig Brathwaite played so slow. Means he played a good knock, but he played so slow. Means still they are 200 plus runs behind. I mean they should have now they should have avoided the follow on at least. So I feel they are batting so slow that I feel they are getting.
yes, Krishna. Yes. Oh, yes, some
Yeah,
issues.
so Uh, thing is, there was a bit of a rain delay in between, but Krishna Nair is still right nonetheless. West Indies is batting very slow. They're only playing at a run rate of 2 runs per over. That in modern day Test cricket, I feel that is still too slow to play. I understand this Test cricket, but you can't go at 2 runs per over in a match. You have to go at around 3 runs an over, at least 2 runs per over. Way too slow. And frankly speaking, if this continues, then finally, when West Indies starts losing wickets, they will end up conceding a very big lead. And then, even if they bat through to day 4, India will still have the upper hand and believe that they can try to push for a win because they have a big enough first innings lead. So just batting through to day four is not enough for West Indies. They have to kind of reduce the deficit a bit and make India have to show some urgency in their second innings in order to push for a victory. They have to get somewhere close to the total. Uh, yeah, 174 for three on paper is a decent score. It's a decent effort, but they have to do it a lot faster from here.
Yes, of course. But when there is a question about the revive, because West Indies is now at that stage that might be West Indies for West Indies cricket will vanish suddenly because they are not in the ODI qualifier. They lost it, and they lost the first test also. So in that type, I think Brathwaite has done something better for West Indies for in terms of runs because if we play like previous match, I think West Indies can come again to bat. Maybe follow on
Yeah,
situation came.
yeah. So Kunal, I was saying that West Indies are batting so slow, especially their middle orders are inexperienced. And I see in the middle order, they're all new players like Mackenzie. Then you have
Estanje.
Sanjay. Yeah, they're all new middle order batsmen. So the now it is 86th over and still they are stuck on 174. They should now play some attacking cricket to let the means go below, means avoid the follow on at least, because if they play such defensive cricket, I think West Indies are going for draw, but draw seems unlikely because uh, if they get all out also tomorrow in tomorrow morning, so I feel India will bat and give a good. India will. I think India should give 150 plus more runs and get West Indies to bat. So I don't think West Indies will chase 300 on day five or day four last session. So I feel West Indies are playing for draw. I don't see they're winning this match.
No, winning I don't know, but
Yeah,
yes, they,
winning is out of the equation, but the problem is even for playing for a draw, they are going too slow because you play too slowly. Then finally, when you lose the wickets, you'll still concede a very big lead, and the bigger the lead for India, the more time India can save in trying to push for a victory. So uh, so West Indies have to score a lot faster than they are right now. If you look at the guys who are batting right now, Jermaine Blackwood is on 16 off 89 deliveries. That is pathetic, really. That's like 1 run per over, basically. And then you have Atanazi, who's on 13 of 45. That's again less under 2 runs per over. So this is way too slow.
yes, of course.
And the
So
partnership is at 17 of 80 balls, 80. 17 of 80 balls. So
yeah.
they have to pick up
So
the pace.
sorry to say, but West Indies crickets are in shambles. They are all means now they don't have a player who can reunite West Indies and have a good team. I don't think that will happen. They will. I don't think now they will struggle in every formats of the cricket. It's sad to see that a team like West Indies are struggling in cricket nowadays. It's sad to see, but because of their politics and extra issues that's causing West Indies team this problem.
I think West Indies need to change the board members, and I think West Indies see the mindset of West Indies also. If you see, if you compare the previous squad of West Indies, they have Shai Hope in their playing 11. They have Kyle Mears in their playing 11. If you include Kyle Mears in the ODI setup, why not in Test? Because Kyle Mears, I think West Indies should remember that innings also that West Indies won that match in Bangladesh where in the last day they have to score more than 350 runs and alone Kyle Mears made double hundred. So at that time when the Kyle Mears made that innings, all are giving the example of Rishabh Pant. So see, he is completing the match like Rishabh
Yeah,
Pant. So why
yeah,
Kyle
that
Mears is
actually,
out?
yeah, yeah. Actually, that match came just a few weeks after the Gaba match.
Yes.
That yeah, that was also in 2021, and in fact, actually. West Indies was chasing a target of 395, if I'm not wrong. They're
Yes,
chasing a target of 395, and overnight they were 110 for three. So, given that they still needed 280 more runs and already three wickets were gone, nobody gave the West Indies a chance to win. Everyone thought Bangladesh would win this match and defend that target, but
Kyle
Kyle
Mayers.
Mayer's on debut. This was his debut match, that too. He scored
Yes,
an unbeaten double hundred and gave West Indies a three-wicket win. That was a fantastic Test match, very classic. I might even say that was as epic as the Gabba. Although it's Bangladesh, I would say it's as epic as Gabba Test match.
yes, of course. And I think this is a mindset of West Indies that hurts him when they are out of the World Cup. They even don't know that which players should play, so they just give say the debutant just go and do debut for West Indies, because I think West Indies, when they will go to transition level, then I think their test team will look more different. I think all the uncapped players will be in a test match. I think one
Yeah.
day will come for West
Yeah,
Indies.
but if you see, Jason Holder is also not contributing with the bat. He scored 200 against England in Test cricket, so
I
he's
think
also not contributing with the bat as well, not with the ball.
I think Jason Holder, if he can play, it's okay. Otherwise, I think he should take retirement, because he's not as much in ODI, not good in uh, T20 also. We see in IPL also that he is not able to bowl well. He's just bowling full toss. So I think there is some problem with Jason Holder. Might be he have to focus on his batting or one bowling. Any one he have to choose now. I think so. What
And if you
happens
see
with
West Indies bowling also, it's when India where when West Indies picked up 4 wickets, 155 for four, but after Virat Kohli and Jadeja took on the total to 438. That was some extraordinary performance from Kohli and Jadeja. But West Indies bowling didn't look any threatening to Kohli and Jadeja. That's why I'm saying that West Indies bowling is not lethal. Somewhat they will pick up crucial wickets, but other time they will leak some runs and make tough life for their batsmen.
Yes, of course. I think for West Indies, if you want to come back in a test match, I think Darren Bravo, Kyle Mears should come. No need to bring the uncapped player, because already you have lost the World Cup qualifier. Definitely, you will get a chance after 5 years. Definitely, there will be a more team, and West Indies will be in World Cup. So I think for Test match, Darren Bravo and Kyle Muir should come, and suddenly the team will become little bit stronger. And I think Roston Chase, they are missing Roston Chase also, right, Rahul?
Yeah, I think they're definitely missing Roston Chase, but more than missing any player, I think what they're missing is passion for the game. I think that is what I'll have to say. They're missing passion for the game. Then, and this also comes from the fact that West Indies is not a country. West Indies is a union of countries that came together in order to form a cricket team. Because all these countries on their own, they don't have the resources to form an international cricket team. So they've come together and formed West Indies. So when you're playing for something that is not really your country as such, it's along with the other nationalities, it's hard to generate a sense of pride of playing international cricket or pride of playing for country, because technically speaking you're not playing, practically speaking you're not playing for your country.
Yes, of course. Okay, so Rahul, if I see today's match by Crickbus, I saw. I think I am not happy today from Harmanpreet Kaur captaincy in terms of bowling changes. Why? Because ahead of Asian Games, Mansi, I think that was Mansi or Madhu. There's one fast bowler. I Yes, Meghna Singh. Meghna Singh.
Yeah,
I'm asking
Meghna
about
Singh.
Meghna Singh. If you are fast bowler, if your fast bowler have no capability to bowl 10 overs, then why he is in a team? Actually, question is there, because You are completing overs from Shefali Verma, who is your part timer. Jemima Rodriguez, he is your part timer. He is not your permanent bowler. They are the bowler when there is bad day for bowlers. And I think economy wise, all bowlers are very less economy, less than six. So I don't think that Meghna Singh should not bowl all the 10 overs. If fast bowler don't bowl 10 overs, then why Meghna Singh is in a squad? And I have question for Amanjot Kaur also. Good debut, first match, 4 wickets. Why not he is giving all the 10 overs? And I think you are giving Jamima Rodriguez, Shefali Verma 8 overs and they conceded 40 runs. So that is a difference. That 40 runs might be, if that over can be done by Manjot Kaur and Meghna Singh, I think might be change and might be India win that series also. Do you think,
Uh,
Rahul?
Yes, absolutely. If you have two bowlers as your frontline bowlers, you should plan to bowl, give them all their 10 overs quota. You shouldn't have to depend on others. Sneh Rana and Deepthi Sharma got their full 10 over quota, as well as Devika Vaidya. So it kind of shows that the captain trusted her spinners more than the fast bowlers to do the job. That is a little bit disappointing as well. I also felt at the end, Jemima Rodriguez, she trusted the tail too much. And apparently, we don't have such a good tail. I think Jemima Rodriguez, she should have farmed the strike, because the required rate at the end was not too much for India. She could have afforded to consume a few balls in order to keep the strike, and she would have found the boundary and helped India win the match. So I felt that what happened at the end was, in spite of the mistakes in the bowling changes, Bangladesh was still kept down to 225, which is a reasonable score to chase. I felt India really made the mistake while chasing. I mean, at one point it was 190 for four. At that point, India should have certainly won the match. 190 for 191 for four in 41.1 overs. At that stage, you should have definitely won the match. When you have only 35 runs to win, you have 6 wickets in hand, you have nearly 9 overs to go. The match should have been in the pocket. Bangladesh shouldn't have even been in this match. And the less said about the umpiring, the better, in my
Yes.
opinion.
Umpiring was very worst. If I talk about the dismissal, I think Yastika Bhatia was not out. Meghna Singh was also not out. That was not a edge. That
The
was
final wicket, yes.
so. I don't know what happens, but yes, statement was true from Harmanpreet Kaur that yes, umpire should come also. They are contributing in the tie and don't let Bangladesh to lose the series because that was easy series for India. I think that was possible. 4 balls, 1 run. It is possible. But anyways,
Yes,
I can say.
absolutely.
But anyways, in Asian Games, we see the experience. Some experiences coming from Richa Ghosh is there, and I think Renuka Thakur will be in a bowling unit. Then things will change and I don't think that India will going to lose that time because there is no Australia, no other team is there, so not so worry, but yes, there is some uh, captaincy issue in terms of bowling changes that must be threatening because if you have so many bowling options that doesn't mean that your frontline bowler will not complete the overs. That is for only when your bowler is not in a great form, but when your economy is less, then I think bowler deserves all the 10 overs.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that.
Yes. Okay. So if we talk about the team India, there's so many series they are doing. Unfortunately, there is Ireland series. They are doing T20 series. I don't know what will happen, why they are doing so. But Rahul, do you think that India is completely going without Virat and Rohit? Now they have set a mindset. I think they have done mindset that Hardik Pandya is their captain of T20. Finally, I think so. I don't
Yes,
think they will give
I
it to
think.
Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, I don't think Rohit Sharma is coming back as the T20 captain. I'll be very surprised if he does. And I don't think Rohit and Virat are going to even play T20. from here on in. I think they're going to stick to test matches and ODIs. The only T20 they will play is during the IPL. Other than that, they're going to play a test match and ODI.
Yes, and okay. So Rahul, if you think that suddenly India is doing the World Cup preparation and we have sent one team to Asia Cup, so do you think what type of squad should be going to Ireland? Because we have to give third string team. Because if one team goes to teams, one for World Cup preparation, so what type of player should go to Ireland to play?
I think it'll be a second string team. If you recall, last year, before in the lead up to the T20 World Cup, India was choosing second string side for all the ODI matches, even matches that counted for, like, let's say, World Cup Super League qualification. Even those matches, India was sending a second string team. So the opposite will have to happen here. It'll be full strength for the ODI matches, and it'll be a second string team for the T20 matches. I think that's what will have to happen.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Okay, so Rahul, what do you think that what is the chances for India in upcoming World Cup? On seeing the preparation squad.
I think it's going to be very tough. I think a lot of India's chances will rely on home advantage for this World Cup. I think India depends more heavily on home advantage in this World Cup than they did back in 2011 World Cup, because that 2011 team was actually a very good team. They were playing very well. They were really preparing seriously for the World Cup. Right from 2007 itself, they were preparing seriously for this ODI World Cup, and that team likely would have won the World Cup regardless of where it was played. But this Indian team, I think, is going to depend much more on home advantage than that 2011 team, because India is not really well prepared for this World Cup. If you see, since the T20 World Cup, when the senior players started taking ODI cricket seriously, India has lost three out of its last five bilateral series. We lost an ODI series in New Zealand just after the T20 World Cup. Then India lost an ODI series in Bangladesh. We defeated Sri Lanka and New Zealand both at home, but then lost to against Australia. So this team is not in very good form when it comes to ODI cricket. And in the lead up to the World Cup, there's very little ODI cricket to come. There are only the three ODIs against West Indies, who has now not qualified for the World Cup even. Then you have the Asia Cup, then three ODIs against Australia. So there are not many ODI matches for India in the lead up to the World Cup. I think that's a little bit of a concern. So I wouldn't keep India's chances very high. I would keep it at around maybe 35 to 40%.
Okay, so Rahul, I have heard some insights also that happened with Sanju Samson. Also, same thing happened with Kuldeep Yadav. Actually, at the time of Sanju Samson, Ireland was giving a proposal that come in my team and you will play as a captain. So Sanju Samson rejected that proposal. Now, a few weeks ago, same thing happened with Kuldeep Yadav. New Zealand giving him proposal to come and play for New Zealand, and he rejected. So, what is happening here, Rahul? Other countries are testing Indian players, their trust for India, or they are just greedy that yes, these are good form players, just come to our country and play.
Mhm. They probably want spin bowlers. And teams like New Zealand are probably looking for spin bowlers. That's why they're trying to lure
Oh, they
Indian
have
players.
Centener, Sodi,
Yeah, so
Bracewell.
I don't understand this, why they see. I understand it is from some country like Netherlands or Scotland. If you ask players, come play for our country, it's understandable. I don't understand why they're asking Indian players to come and play for those countries, especially when they have represented the Indian team a lot. I feel I don't think that's going to happen at all, because uh, e- BCCI pays players very well to represent India. Why would they go and represent somebody else?
Yes, definitely. And uh, but whatsoever, I think Indians have showed their that they are very loyal to their team. It doesn't matter that they are out of the playing 11 or not, but they are very loyal. They are just saying like this.
Yes, absolutely. Because for Indian cricketers, going and playing somewhere else for some other country is a bit of a downgrade, because they'll be getting paid much less to play represent another country than to represent India. So it's worth waiting for their chance to represent India. It might happen. In fact, when even somebody like Krunal Pandya, for example, can come and represent India, I don't think anyone else should worry.
Okay, so guys, update is there that one more wicket goes down after T. The first ball, Jadeja took another wicket of Blackwood. Then I think that's it for West Indies also, because Joshua De Silva is not in a great form. Jason Holder is also not that great form. So Rahul Iyer, there might be possible that in this session West Indies all out might be
Yeah,
if
it's
Jade.
very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. I know there's still six more wickets to go in this session, but it's very possible they are capable of collapses. They're capable of collapsing at any point of time. So you can't rule anything out when it comes to West Indies batting. And in fact, this wicket kind of shows a little bit of what I was discussing a little bit earlier, which is West Indies need to score fast while the partnership is there. Otherwise, finally, when wickets fall, they won't have the runs to show for it, and that's what has happened.
Yes, of course. Okay, so at last, thank you very much, Rahul, for your time, and
Thank you, Kunal.
always you are coming, and that is the strength of KFCS is there, that if you are coming and discussing, all the audience like that, and that is good. And suddenly, maybe when you come to India, you will be welcomed, maybe because now you are getting famous day by day and visiting so many channels, so that will happen. And also any modification you want to say, Rahul, I think for YouTube perspective, actually I remember one more moment, a moment of 1983 we are celebrating. I think you remember that time also. We are
Yes,
trying to sing a
absolutely.
song, but what happens with YouTube, and if you sing a song similar to that movie, they are just trying to give a copyright, such type of word they are using, copyright. So do you think, Rahul, that there must be some relaxation on that also from YouTube perspective?
Yeah, of course, they should relax. I don't think they should give copyright strike for singing a song and all that.
Yeah, because when you just discuss it, it's okay, but when you see that a song is similar like that, and if you sing, you can say mimicry, type of mimicry you are doing, then YouTube is thinking that they are just copying, so copyright is there. I think that is the drawback for YouTube. Otherwise YouTube is great platform. And from my channel I will suggest that each and everyone, if they you have hesitation of speech, that you can't be able to deliver any speech or speaking in front of any language. In fact, Rahul Iyer, you will agree with my statement that if you want to do practice of any language, any hesitation regarding delivering a speech, I think YouTube is a better platform, because more people will see, more subscriber will come, that will boost your confidence.
Yes, absolutely.
So, guys, let's see. I hope this will be increased, and suddenly we will cross the mark of 3K. Also, monetization will be there. When monetization will be there, then there will be so much contest will be there, because I'm planning for that some quiz contest, but actually there is member issue also. All members are not regular, and always there is, I'm thinking that there must be a cash prize. If there is cash prize, then participation will be maximum. When there's maximum participation, then program will be better. So let's see when it will be happen. But yes, free quiz, I will try that in weekend there must be a free quiz for everyone, so that participation will be more. So let's see what will happen, and of course, I need some support from you, Rahul. So if it is
Yes,
possible,
absolutely.
just come and
I'm always
we will.
here.
Okay. So thank you very much, Rahul, and let's see what will
Yes,
happen
thank
with
you, Kunal.
India. Most probably, I am thinking that on day 5, India will take this trophy, and 2-0 clean sweep for Rohit Sharma. And over and all, I can say for India, they are good in batting. No worry about in test match. I think all is okay. Ishan Kishan is also okay, because we see the different Ishan Kishan finally in second test. He shows his capability. So let's see what will happen. So thank you very much, Rahul, for your time, and
Yes, thank you,
we
Kunal.
will meet tomorrow and discuss so many things. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye and good night, guys.
Good night.